So this right here is the Shun Classic 10-inch chef's knife compared to the more standard 8-inch chef's knife. And as you can see, it's gargantuan. It pretty much reaches from one edge to the other edge of this giant cutting board. And the whole point of this is if you're working in an industrial kitchen for some reason, or you're working with giant things like squashes and whatnot, I guess it gives you more area, or unless you're under the giant, I guess. But otherwise, there's really no reason to have a knife this big, I personally don't think. I think an 8-inch chef's knife is much more user-friendly and gives you a lot more dexterity, and I really doubt you're under the giant for obvious reasons. So let's get into exactly what makes the Shun Classic line of the Shun knife series like the golden standard of high-end knives, especially of Japanese knives. The first thing is the metal they use. As you guys know, VG10 steel is pretty much the gold standard of high-end knives. Shun actually uses VG Max, which is a little bit better than VG10. It's harder, it's more resilient, and it holds an edge better. And it's a 61 hardness, which they then grind down to a 16-degree angle, which is blisteringly sharp. And because of that, you get the best of both worlds. You get a very hard blade, a very resilient blade, but also a very sharp blade, which is nice. They then take it one step further, and they put 34 layers of stainless steel on it, which does a couple of things. Number one, it gives you this gorgeous Damascus finish, which I hope you can see. But number two, because it's stainless steel, it's very resilient to rust, to pitting, to staining, and other things like that, just as a byproduct of being stainless steel. So again, very resilient blade, resilient edge of the blade. It's forged like all high-end knives. It is a full tang like all high-end knives, and it goes into this black pack of wood handle, which is actually a compressed wood, which again makes it very resilient to things like staining, to water damage, etc. You can see a trend going on here. Interestingly enough, the handle is asymmetric. It's not a fully rounded or fully oval handle. It has this lump of material all the way down to the edge right here. And the point of that is that, especially with a chef's knife, a big chef's knife like this, it fits into the pocket of your hand, and it makes it much more ergonomic. And even if you're left-handed, it fits into this crevice right here on your hand. So either way, the ergonomics are phenomenal. Like all Shun Classic knives, it has a lifetime warranty, like all high-end knives. But one thing that other high-end knife manufacturers don't do, that Shun does, is give all their knives free lifetime sharpening. So I always harp on this, I love it. If you are going to a reputable sharpener who uses their hands, doesn't manually, works with whetstones, you're looking at about $5 per inch to sharpen. So for a knife like this that's gargantuan, 10 inches, that's about $50 to sharpen this, and you don't even know you're going to get a good knife back. Are they going to do a good job, or are they going to damage your knife? It's really up in the air no matter how good their track record is. With Shun, you send it to Shun, they themselves, as the manufacturer, resharpen it, and you know they're doing a great job because they're the ones who sharpened the knife in the first place. And then on top of that, not only do they not charge you money, but they also look at the knife, and if there's any problem with it, they throw it out, they send you a brand new knife, no questions asked. I honestly think that, especially if you're investing in knives, that makes it a no-brainer. I'll put a link down to this below, as well as the 8-inch chef's knife below. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, I'm here, let me know. But otherwise, I will talk to you very, very soon. So this right here is the Shun Classic 10-inch chef's knife compared to the more standard 8-inch chef's knife. And as you can see, it's gargantuan. It pretty much reaches from one edge to the other edge of this giant cutting board. And the whole point of this is if you're working in an industrial kitchen,